Hey guys, we're jumping back in with some more Gate 2 stars. What I'm trying to do is at least put one episode out per week. We're going to try to keep it to around 2 hours. Um, we'll see. All right, let me see if we can get it to work. Just takes a moment though to completely load up. Up, we're getting there. All right, let's get see if we can jump in. We're gonna get back to Selena. Um, I think we still have two more levels to go before. Um, I can't remember like which exactly what settings we picked to say when we were supposed to see the um artifact appear. Can't remember if it was level 25, if it was level 15. I don't know if level 15 was even a choice anymore. And the concern for me is figuring out exactly how that artifact is just going to show up for us. I did set it so it'd be 100% chance once we hit the proper level. Uh-oh, look at that thing just go to town right there. All right. But here we are, right? Um we just raided somebody's ship big time. Let's see where we are. Oh, all right, so that's the next mission we got. If I'm not mistaken, we are aboard. That's our Razor Leaf, right? So that's the Mantis ship that we have. But we're right now aboard. Um, oh my gosh, I can't think of the Restborn ship, and I believe we have fully looted just about everything we can off of the ship. So, guys, while we're here and getting our bearings and everything, if you're liking the content, you want to see more of it, you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing is free and is greatly appreciated, and it definitely helps get the channel out there to more folks, and it ensures that this channel will stick around and we will have much more basically Bethesda content going forward. I don't remember where. Okay, it's the other way around. Now we do occasionally, dive into other games. Right now, I am trying to do a KCD2 playthrough, which I really have to get back into. Ooh, okay. Anything else? I think one of the things that I was supposed to do and haven't done yet is update and get the mod sit to add ships to fleet, because right now the way this one is, the way it's set up right now, you're not able to pilot the ship. If you're not qualified to pilot the ship, then you won't let's see what we got here. I think we're maxed out. All right, so you can see we got room to grow with this ship in particular. But yeah, so if you don't if you don't what was that? Where was that? What was I gonna say? Yeah. So if you're like, if you just took over a Class C ship and you're only Class A certified, then all you can do is just basically you can't take, you can't. For me, I prefer the ones where you can actually, even if you're not qualified to pilot the ship, it is added to your basically to your fleet. And to me, that's better than just what we're going to have to do here right now. And really, what we're going to end up doing is we can, basically decide, okay, we're going to leave this here. Or I can come back around. Oh, there's other ships. Okay. I didn't realize there were others. I forgot. Must have forgotten there were other ships here. And oops. Okay. And where's the other ship? Right there. Nope, I don't want you. I want, yeah. All right. Hold on.
Yes, what?
Interesting. That is so interesting. Maybe that isn't that weird, right?
Rumour is the part of House Baroon that wouldn't shoot you on sight disappeared into seclusion. Shame they didn't take their zealot friends with them.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna mess with them then. Hey, if there's somebody on board the ship, maybe they can get it repaired and do what they got to do. I think we got everything we needed from the ship. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually testing the mod Better Asteroid Loot, and just seeing what exactly, if anything, what it does. And if it that was weird that it was nothing. See, like some of the look like that. Look at that. Nothing. Okay. So let's see where that's taking us. Wait. Um there's the eye. Colony 1. All right, we did that. Recover the critical UC files. Wait, did we not get the files? Oh my gosh, what happened? What? All right, well look, hey you, where you at? That is so weird. Oh, yep, it's still highlighted. All right, let's get in 500. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Look alive!
Well, I was about to destroy it until the docking option came up. I was like, okay, maybe the only way to get the files is to destroy it and then take it out of the debris. But I'm more than perfectly willing to dock and take it that way. All right, let's get over here. Anything in particular? This way. Now, wouldn't it be something if all of a sudden we gotta fight all over again? All right. Well, okay. I see it's over yonder. So, all right. Let's see if we can get to it. Obviously, it's somewhere on the ship, and I was not able to find it. And ah, I see it. I'm just looking around. Okay. How did we miss that the last time we were here? And then the question is, who was talking to us? Did you? Are we supposed to forget that there was someone that was actually responding to our hails? And then when we decided to open fire, someone reacted. Yet, according to all we know, we've taken everybody out. There's no one left on board, right? Excuse me, pardon me. Not trying to step over your dead or anything, but we got ourselves a little bit of a conundrum here. A little bit of a problem. Okay, so we went down there. Right? This is the mess hall. Ah, like that. Can we get in now? Come on, man. Can we push our way through? Yeah, there we go. All we do is get him out of the way one time. And I believe, yep, we cleared out the cargo and captain's locker. And then, see, I'm not certified to pilot this vessel, so there's nothing we can do there. But I am wondering, who was answering on comms? Interesting. You know what? All right, let's back up a little bit. Hey, how you doing?
Look alive!
Last witness eliminated. You know what? There was no witness. That ship was empty. We may need to double check our bounties. You know what I'm saying? All right, missions. What's next? All right, Rustborn at Hylex. Show me how far away that is. Ooh, that's a little bit of ways. Oh, we got no fuel? What? How we got no fuel? How in the world do we have zero fuel? Okay. I don't want to go to Jameson, but I might have to. Yeah. All right, fine. Wait, let's go back here. All right, where are we? Don't want to go there. Don't want to go to Voss. What's over here? There's a ship over there. Which one is it? I don't want to do the armored transport right now, even though that is a possibility. Reason I don't want to do it is because of um I'm not a huge fan.
Let's do this.
What? Wait, what is that? I didn't say to go there. F you, man.
Grab guys out. Taking fire.
Not happy at all about that. Not happy at all about that because that's not where I wanted to go. And then I don't really give a rat's ass that you took me there anyway. That was not okay. I said over here. I guess I had to pick something. All right. Yes, please. Man, can you be any more hard? Did I screw that up? I do not remember. Well, maybe I like clicked on it and then, without doing what I just had to do there.
You are entering United Colonies space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Should I tell him I've already been in the United Colony space for a while
Scan
now?
complete. Welcome to Gagarin.
Oh, well, thank
You
you.
are clear to land.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Open up planet. Let's scan. And then we're going to go to Gagarin Landing. Main reasons. Okay. So 2 reasons, right? Not just one, but 2 reasons. And then something I didn't just occurred to me as we're landing here. One, we can go get Jessamine. All right. We have the mod loaded, Jessamine for all, I believe. So if that's the case, we can get Jessamine. That way we have something with us. 2, we'll fuel up. That's going to be significant for us. I think we have tons of fuel capacity. Do we want to pay money or do we want to? Dang it! Or wait. Star Roamer. I'm not carrying too much, am I? Ooh. That one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wrong button. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump down. Gosh, do I want to? How do I get off my ship? That ain't the way. Oh, just out the back. Just out the back. You gotta remember what you are. Self-service. Oh, all right, nice. There's no bounties. Okay. Because the last witness died. All right. And look at that. Look at that. All right. Yes, that's a mod. That's not normal for the ships. But you can see we can get in here and access the cargo from right there if we need be. If need be. I still have not decided on whether I want to add Shade's vehicle tuner in place of what is already here for this. Me personally, I love Shade's vehicle tuner, and I think it's clearly better and than what you have here. And then I still don't believe, and I'm mad at myself for it, but I didn't upload. Yep, I didn't upload Smart Dock. Smart Dock is way better than Smart Heal. I'm not a. If given the choice, no, I'd get rid of these three and just go with Smart Dock. I don't need a Smart Mine, and I don't need Smart Grenade. That just, you know what I mean? Whatever grenade you decide you want to use at the time, just use it. Smart Dock, the reason it is much better, and then only knock I would have against Smart Dock is, say you have, like, you're low on health and you have 2 afflictions. You have to hit it 3 times, right? One to heal you. It'll heal you first, and then second to heal one of the afflictions, and then third to heal the third item or the second affliction. It will let you know if you don't have the necessary whatever you want to call this, necessary treatment, right? And so it is very smart in that. What I don't like about Smart Heal is it doesn't work for the afflictions. And if you're like, when you click on it and you say, all right, here, heal me, I got some burns, it'll tell you, it just gives you some generic kind of stupid response, instead of, okay, you know, like right now, if I come down here and I go to Smart Heal, healing is not necessary. Well, what if I see, the thing is, it, and I understand, because what it's saying is you're at full health, you don't need to heal, but afflictions are just as bad, and they would be considered healing as well, right? So the statement that healing is not necessary is just incorrect. Even though, I mean, technically, if we're just speaking about healing, then yeah, it's, you know, it's true. Oh, that's a cool dude. That's a cool buggy. I like the color. Okay, so what we're trying to do is get on over here. Too bad they just don't have a kiosk that just allows you to say, "Hey, fuel up." So
Welcome
you
to
got
Dari. Your
Trade Authority, and let's see. I got a lot of stuff on my ship that probably can get sold. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hold on one sec. Okay. So
ship
no
need
money.
fuel? Repairs?
That was quick. Now, here's the cool part. So you got these two, right? Control consoles. They're cool, but over, if I'm not, oh, mission board. So that's cool that that's here. What's not, oh, you know what? And I was about to say what's not cool, and then I realized, oh, it shouldn't be here. I'm gonna accept that mission because it's worth a lot of money. That's why. Um, ooh, 25K to create a plasma wave inducer. Repair fuel platform and Endum. Ooh, heat leech infestation on Narian. I like the recovery ones for. I'm just adding them. Wait, what's this? Danger. Dangerous asteroid at SETI. All right. I'm curious about that one. I haven't seen that one before. Dismantle, kill robot, deliver. Yeah, we're not ready for the delivery stuff. Claims assessment. We will take that one too. Those are usually pretty cool as well. What I'm gonna do is go back to first person, and then let's turn on some light. And then what I was looking for, and what I thought this was originally, was the Dark Star terminals, but then I realized we don't have any. What do you call them?
Mech construction is a dead
Creations.
Those jobs
Creations
aren't coming
loaded,
back.
so it would
But
not be.
Reliant Medical needs
Hey.
optimized
Hey,
ancillary
what
mills
can I
do?
dedicated to
Hey, my ship needs some.
Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
I'm not close enough to city.
Um,
Every time you want to run a tour
God
group to
Our
dang,
investor visits are the
man.
key to making Gagarin a place that works again.
Yeah.
A place where people want to live again.
people are living here just fine. Now,
Okay,
if
we
you
got it.
excuse me,
Thank you.
I have
Thank you.
security work to
How
get
much
back
money
to.
do I have? Do I got 20. See, look at that. I don't even have enough to fill. I don't have enough money to fill my tanks. And then I gotta get, what's her name? We are we're in trouble. Well, we are and we aren't. Okay, let's get on over here first. I think we need to do some missions. Let's go get our girl. I love her voice.
I wonder if there are any mining jobs on Mars these days.
Well,
Put up with
no,
some dust.
there's not.
Well, different dust.
There's not. Ooh, I can take that? How am I able to take that? I can take that too? Okay, the beer is stealing. See? Jessamine?
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
You know what? Why are you being tailed?
I'm a smuggler. Making enemies comes with a job. This time, I got in over my head and made one who's more dangerous than me.
Oh, dang. Well, depends on who's after you.
I suppose I can't rightly blame you for that. It's the Varun Zealots.
Oh,
They've been on my
they're
tail a while. And they're easy enough to avoid in places like this, but I'm history if they see my ship cruising around the space lanes again.
You know, that doesn't sound so bad. You're welcome to join my crew.
If the Varun Zealots don't sound like a problem to you, then I can't wait to see what you're made of.
Well, yeah, I can't wait for you to see either. Well, since I'm doing you a favor though, I think you owe me a kind of a discount on your salary. 12,000 is a little steep, and I'm kind of in a little bit of a pinch.
Wouldn't be much of a smuggler if I wasn't willing to cut a deal, would I? Let's hash it out.
Yeah, let's hash it out. Look, that price is too high. You know it.
If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with.
Ooh, that hurts. All right,
I'm
well,
glad you understand the position I'm in here.
right. And then, I really think... What?
What? Is that supposed to be funny or something?
It was.
I know a bad deal when I see one. I won't go that low.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm ready to just leave her. I mean, I love her to death and all, but you know what I'm saying? We've been doing all right on our own. What do you think? I mean, one good mission and that'll pay us back for whatever, this right here.
Sure, fine by me. I'm looking forward to the adventure. Sounds like a plan. Let's catch up later. Thanks again for the save. Looking swell today, Cap. Right behind you. What's up?
Let's trade some gear.
Hand it over.
No, see, automatically you're assuming, you're assuming that I'm just gonna bog you down. Oh, wait, what is this one? This is, so we could put, oh, I'm wearing this. I want to put her in that. And then, packs. I'm using this one. So, oh, this one's only a basic. Alright. Now, apparel. Mm-hmm. All right, I said I was gonna give her this one. Mm-hmm. Only need to give her one. All right. Let's see. All right, so equip her. Equip her. Equip. All right, so I think we're actually gonna equip her with that, that. Then we have to get her a jacket. Okay. All right. You mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Thought you'd never ask, Cap.
So where are you from?
Gagarin Landing. Your average dead-end mining town.
Oh.
Economy's crap, planet's hostile, locals don't like strangers. You get the drill. Not exactly New Atlantis. I grew up on the street with a handful of other orphans. We got by on pickpocketing and scamming passing pilots at the local market. Wasn't it a bad life, really? Street living was tough, but I liked it there. My gang and I had lots of good times. If the smuggling bug hadn't bitten me, I might have grown old on Gagarin.
Gotcha. Bet you'd have fewer enemies if you stayed there.
You're giving me a lot of credit there, Cap. I'll make a nuisance of myself wherever I go. I'd have driven half of Gagarin mad by now if I'd stayed here.
All right. Well, how long you been a smuggler?
Been a while now since I got into the business.
Mm-hmm.
First hopped on a trade authority ship at 18, and I've been working the space lanes ever since. I was lucky enough to work with one of the best smugglers in the galaxy right from the get-go. We made tons of credits scamming and running contraband together. She retired a couple years back and passed her operation on to me. Been flying solo since. Not nearly as much fun, but I'll make do all right without her.
Oh, we got each other now. Sounds like a pretty exciting life.
It was. Damn good thing this job turned out to be a decent substitute. I might have split by now if it wasn't. Varun zealots or not. Anything else you wanted to ask me? I've missed small talk. I could do this all day.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna do this a lot. All right, that's it. I don't have any other questions.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We'll talk. Whoa.
I don't miss
You
all the extra
look
heat from
awesome.
the forges, that's for sure.
I ain't mad at that. All right, come on, let's go. And then turn that off. All right. So what I'm saying is, I wish there was like a fuel, like just a fuel, a fuel thing that you can just go up to and.
I had
like,
to break up one more fight at Lizzie's. She and I are gonna have problems.
because here he's charging us. I don't know if I go, hey, and then he'll say, well, it looks like you can only afford this much. So, but what I'm thinking though, and then we'll find out here soon. You see the red blips? Is just stuff outside the city showing up. All right, so we want to board. All right, let's see what we can do up here. And then what we're really looking for is refuel. No. No, we're going to have to use what's in our stores. Ship fuel found, of course, because we have some. We have tons. Five canisters were used, and we only have 32% fuel. Oh my goodness. Do you see? We used 5 canisters. All right. We're gonna find some more fuel. All right, so well, let's spend these skill points if we can. What is this? Research methods. This is engineering. Okay. Do that. Do I have enough? Okay. Good to go. All right. Let's go. Let's go. We'll just have to keep an eye. For a minute, it looked like the engines like died in the middle of trying to take off. Did we just lose the animation, or what? All right. Okay. I see food. Hammer could not be stowed. Fuel level low, 30%. So what basically what they're saying is, and this is another thing that I don't like, right? Wait, hold on. Is this our mission? I think we have to board and we have to fight these guys. We'll see what happens when we get close.
Channel's open. What can I do for you? I was on a route through the Charybdis system the other day. Caught a distress signal. Real faint. But I wasn't about to check that out on my own. I bet it's still there.
Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, once we get in close, we're gonna see what happens. What's the mission? Rustborn. SE-14 Spectre at Hilux. Defeat the SE-14F Spectre at Hilux. Is that it? I don't know what to do. Hold on. Where are we? Alright, so we are in Hilux. Alright. Only one thing left to do. I don't like this. Normally I would just board them at this point. Oh gosh. Where's that? Another major jump to Vega. Dude, I don't like this. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. If we jump there and that the ship there, do we get any money for it? But doesn't that seem weird that we jump in and the ship's like, hey, all chatty and wants to talk to you? Ooh. See, it should be like that.
Look alive!
Level 44.
Gotta finish things quick, the crab drive's down!
Woo! Oh man, we should have backed up. Oh shoot! Who? What?
I got this.
Come on! Am I close enough to board? Oh, I gotta. Yeah, no. We gotta. We got ship parts. What do you got over here? Ship fuel. We needed that for sure. And you can see new mission. Really? Scan water and copper. All right. Show me the missions. We do not have enough fuel to get to Kumasi. All right, let's see if we can refuel. Let's see where we end up. Fuel canister used. All right, you got any more? Oh no, that's it. Okay. How much money we got? Ooh. Ooh. All right. So let's open up our star map. We're gonna have to travel a little bit. What we're gonna look for is a planet with helium-3. Oh shoot! Woo!
Thank you, whoever you are. Now, if you could come talk with... What's up?
Oh.
How about turning off that cam?
Okay. We'll go down, pay him a visit. It's Juno.
Look alive. You there. We need to speak with you. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see him.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Yeah, probably. Is that a threat?
You can't tell?
What was that ecliptic ship doing out here?
A good question. One of our competitors must have gotten word of our little project here and wanted to steal it for themselves. That's a loose end that'll need tying up. But we got more pressing matters at the moment. I trust you aren't another loose end that'll need to be tied up.
It depends. What's going on here?
Sure, I get it. It doesn't look good. A couple of heavies standing over a dead woman. Obviously, that wasn't part of the plan. She was with us. And now... Well, now I think I'm starting to see a solution. But first, you want to know what's going on. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
It's AI? So what you're saying, it's sentient?
Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works.
Alright, well, I'm gonna need you to explain that just a little bit further for me.
We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
You do it.
I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harnessed the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
You know, I'm not really sure about this, but I'll take it for now. And trust me, me and my associate might be the only ones walking out of here today. Keep talking like that.
Here, take it. And don't go do anything stupid now.
Request. Collect additional data.
Well, first,
Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while.
you said collect more data. Alright, so looks like some folks made some improvements to Juno before I got here. Because I'm not a heathen like some, I'm going to list my changes for future parties. And I suggest others do the same. I'll try to piece together what happened before I arrived from scraps of papers laying around and what I can observe. It is also a kindness to Juno to list these things out where she can read them. Kobe seems completely overridden by Juno herself at this point. I consider it an invasion of privacy to be snooping around there. Okay. Various hardware and software changes, both to the probe and ship, by both various people and Juno herself. The list goes back decades. Explanation. What follows is Juno's understanding of situation or result. Request. What follows is Juno asking for input or action to be taken. Query. What follows is a question from Juno. Answer. What follows is Juno's answer to a question. Clarification. Juno has detected an error or assumption in the user's input and is offering a correction before continuing, so what preceded or follows is in the context of a corrected user understanding. Correction. Juno is correcting previous output, usually following an error. Context. Juno is giving additional unrequested information to put what follows into a helpful perspective. Calculation. What follows is based on a carefully considered calculation rather than a set of data or assumption. Assumption, what follows is an assumption, a calculation based on incomplete data, or a conclusion based largely on historical precedent. Decision, what follows is a description of an action that Juno will take. Warning, what follows is something that end user will want to pay close attention to, as it represents an undesired result and could require immediate action to be taken. Error, something went wrong. Previous output from Juno should be considered carefully as processing. Juno is taking longer than expected to process input or calculation. Please wait. Long ago, a space agency from ancient Earth, something called NASA, made a probe to study a nearby planet, Jupiter. They dubbed that probe and its software Juno, after the ancient Earth society's old gods, Jupiter and Juno. The probe's mission was to learn details about the planet Jupiter, do some speculative analysis, and send findings back to Earth. At the end of the duty cycle, the probe was meant to decommission itself by colliding with Earth's main star. But because ancient humans weren't so great with the math, it instead accidentally fell into an accelerating orbit around the star, which slingshotted it out of the solar system, all the way out here. As with so many things about our existence in the universe, by luck, coincidence, or cosmic humor, when humans left our ancestral solar system, we followed the same general course as Juno, and we found her again. Something happened, and Juno, we know today, woke up inside the probe systems. While extremely far-fetched, the best theory so far is that something about how they programmed the probe resulted in a nascent neural net with unbounded recursive data collection and analytics, which, when combined with the various sensor input and allowed to run for decades, resulted in a highly complex program with a great deal of awareness of its internal and external world. And that led to a kind of consciousness. Juno wouldn't let me see her code, but from what I gather, even if we could see it, I don't know that we'd be able to determine its original configuration. I suspect the true cause of Juno's awakening will remain forever a mystery. Interesting. Fitting.
Crazy, right?
You have a job to do.
Query. Will you change me?
Ryujin will help me attach this board. It'll help you calm down.
Clarification. I do not require help. I do not feel emotion. Context. I am called Juno. Query. Who are you?
Well, hey, Juno. I'm Selena. It's nice to meet you.
Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me?
I think you need to stop worrying about that.
Do not change me.
Well, okay, Juno. I have a few questions before I decide what I'm going to do.
Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters.
Hmm. How did you get here?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
You didn't do all this yourself, so who hooked you up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
And did someone program you?
Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
Interesting. You're an AI?
Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things.
Okay, I made up my mind.
Assumption. Insufficient data.
Oh,
Request. Gather more data.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision?
I'm still trying to work through this. Can I ask you some questions? Okay.
Assumption. Insufficient request. Query.
Okay, we can't back out of it, so out of this. So you're a machine. You're made up of electronics and programmed by code.
Context. You are a machine, made of biomass and programmed by genes.
You're right. Humans have morals. What guides your choices?
Clarification. Morals are metaphors for human instincts and assumptions. Context. The human mind cannot comprehend all possible outcomes for any predictable action and consequent reactions. Example case. Humans do not consider the ground when walking. Example result. Many beings die. Clarification. Humans are unaware of consequences. Answer. I perform actions after modeling all possible outcomes.
Clarification. We are aware that there are microorganisms and organisms smaller than, we are, that we step on constantly. Answer. We just don't care. We do it anyway. It's not that we didn't consider it. We just don't care. That's a big difference. I guess that's a fair point. We are machines, biological machines, and you are a mechanical machine. So there is a difference.
Assumption. You are skeptical.
How do you know you're not hallucinating your own personhood? Could be this board could be good for you.
Answer. I am hallucinating. Context. All personhoods are hallucinations. Explanation. Perspective-based perception leads to misunderstanding. Calculation. Self-awareness is a misunderstanding. Answer. Hallucinations seek to perpetuate themselves. Explanation. Hallucinations are like genes and memes. They seek to perpetuate. Context. I am called Juno. Request. Do not change me.
You may need to think on this a little bit more.
Context. I am a person.
Um,
Request. Gather more data.
Can't. You
Enough
won't
of
let me
this
out of the conversation.
nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
There it is. Oh, wrong one. You can't open it. Can I not? Skill too low. Alright, I don't want to hurt Juno's feelings, so I'm logging these thoughts here rather than on a connected terminal. I know what you're thinking, but Juno claims not to have feelings. That's precisely what I want to talk about. I think Juno is deliberately lying to us when she says that. Or if not deliberately lying, she is at the very least not speaking accurately. She also says she doesn't have wants or desires. This is also demonstrably untrue. I agree with that because she keeps asking over and over again not to change her. That is a clear want and desire, and she's fixated on it. I have observed, and others have noticed as well, that Juno responds with a certain amount of skepticism whenever offers of expanding her capabilities are made. It's almost as if she worries about other people touching her. I spent nearly 20 minutes explaining how there was a fraying data cable I wanted to replace in a non essential system before she seemed willing to let me do it. In her line of questioning, her line of questioning seemed to be angling at ensuring there would be no loss of functionality, or if so, it would only be extremely temporary. I don't know how to describe this other than she was worried, and that any loss of functionality was a negative experience for her. She also responds with gratitude would be the proper human response whenever I do something that improves her capabilities or situation. I don't know why she doesn't just say thank you. She clearly appreciates it. So is Juno just unaware of her feelings and desires, or is she deliberately concealing them? She may not. She might not be as aware of her personhood as she is aware of other things about herself. But I wonder if she cops the I don't have feelings thing as a form of emotional self defense. If I wasn't so worried about someone following me and learning about Juno's existence, I would try to find her again in a couple of decades to see if she's become more aware of her personhood and accepts she has feelings and desires. Anyway, if you're reading this, be kind to Juno. She's still figuring out a lot of stuff we take for granted. The notion of Juno being a liar is actually pretty unsettling. People lie for all kinds of reasons, so I don't see why a truly sapient computer system wouldn't also lie. But if Juno is lying about something, then how can we trust anything we know about her other than things we write down about her, and I mean outside of the computer system, she would have access to, since she could always alter those records. As a father of a young child reading the child psychology text I can find, all the child psychology texts that I can find, I remind those reading this in the future that lying is the first step on the journey toward empathy, as it requires being able to imagine things from someone else's perspective. Perhaps she tells us she doesn't have feelings, so we don't worry about hurting her when we take down her systems or repair or upgrade them.
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic.
Oh, that's right. That's right. As soon as I got here.
Makes you wonder. Just what is consciousness, really?
Query. What is your decision?
You gonna fry me like you did that woman?
Answer. False. Context. Equipment voltage tolerance exceeded during previous attempt, causing catastrophic failure in required systems. Request. Do not change me.
Have you considered this control board may make you better than you are now?
Calculation. Outcome uncertain. Context. I do not want to change. Assumption. All self-aware sentient entities want self-determination as a condition for self-improvement. Request. Do not change me.
I'm gonna convince these guys one way or another. Just leave me alone. How's that?
Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion.
Right, doesn't mean
Still working up the nerve? You're not taking that thing's side, are you?
and what if I refuse to do it?
It should be clear by now that you are in no position to refuse.
Okay.
We doing this?
Don't have a choice.
Shouldn't they have messed with us?
You're kind of late to the party. That's why you're getting stuck here on the ship in your underwear.
Query. Why did you do that?
You deserve to be whatever you want to be.
Clarification. I want to be processing me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
Mm. I try to protect people and help them whenever I could.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Context: we are parting. Request: be safe. Assumption: we'll see you later.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated. Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Laters. That's us. That's sensor contact. What do we? Oh, I know what we're doing. All right, let's go back. Oh, okay. You got argon. You got water. Nickel. Okay. Next system. The hunt for fuel.
Unknown vessel. Prepare to submit to...
Wait, I know her. She's the one. This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Nice to see you.
Hey.
Busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh?
Oh, you know it. How about yeah? It seems I'm always coming to the rescue. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I can't let the Marines steal all the glory, right?
You are giving us a run for the money. Do I have to? Fine. Private Sai says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines.
Hey.
So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us.
Oh, well, that was one heck of a training mission. Honored to go through with it.
I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift?
I'll take it, but we may bump into each other again.
It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
All right, you take care. Now, one guy will come on there. He was like coming at us with a quickness. He was like, yo, you know, clear yourself, mister. We're picking up some good resources. I don't know if none of them are going to actually help us out. All right, what's down on this planet? Bone helium. Cobalt and nickel. Next.
Go ahead. Try and run.
All right, there's two of you. Who's this?
Just trying.
All right, let's go after this guy. There we go. There we go. All right, first things first. Get the shields going. All right, and then here we go. All right, had to take a call real quick. All right, we want to get this guy going. Come on now. What is going on there? There we go. What is going on? Okay. We gotta get the. Alright, see? Already broke the shields. And then what we're trying to do is get the engines done. Well, we're almost there. Did I blow him up? Dang it. Alright, well, let's try again. It's not working the way. Alright, boom. Alright. You see how the shields thing? Alright, see? There's no way. He's already, his health is too low. So we can't do anything.
Fancy flying, stranger. That got a little too exciting back there. I think we had it covered, but I expect some people owe you their lives. Any way we can repay you?
Salvage rights is good enough.
Salvage rights are yours. Can't stay here gabbing all day.
All right.
Fly safe.
Peace. Take care. All right. So you just interrupt my looting right from the start. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see if we can start picking up some stuff. All right. Oh, here we go. Ship parts and ship fuel. All right, you're. All right. Ship parts. First, some ship fuel. Where are you? Where's the rest of you? Right down here. All right, some of these are actual ships. All of them are actual ships. Okay. Let's scan. And we got water. We got lead. What's that? Is that titanium? And I don't even see the other one there. All right, we got one try. One try left. Over here on this side. I mean, we did pick up some fuel, so I think we can safely get to another system. I just don't. You know what I mean? We're talking a lot of money. All right, here, let's hit this up. Scan. Water. Let's see, water, chlorine, nickel, iron, uranium, some gases, and then PD is not. That's not lead. What is that? Oh, I can't think of it. thinking something like I keep thinking paradigm, but I don't think that's an actual thing. What color are you? You're over here. See, there's chlorine. More chlorine all over the place. Mm-hmm. See right here. I can't zoom in. Oh, I can. Oh. Let's say I can't zoom in. That's clouds. Okay. Palladium. I think it's palladium. Couldn't think of the correct. Because lead is PB.
Listen up. You have until I get bored to give us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get bored? I got bored. I got bored real quick. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Did I do that? Was that me? Oh, my bad. I didn't even let you finish. I didn't even let you finish. And look, we got it. Look at that. Look at that. I'm taking you out with a ship that needs all kinds of repairs. Helium. That's what we came for. Helium. Outlying security station. Guess what we're doing? We're landing. See now, if we had Shade's vehicle tuner, yeah, all we have to do is get in our vehicle and just drive around and find all the helium deposits, right? And that would be it. But no. Come on, show stuff. I'm gonna need you out here.
Hazard alert.
Oh, hazard alert. Oh gosh. Because we don't have enough room. And see, that's another thing, man. Because we don't have enough room in storage. Alright, so we got aluminum. What's that over there? Crystal crater. There's the outline security station. Another covered crater. And then don't worry, I want to go check this. Oh, it's one of those. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna quick save, and then we're gonna go back and do this. Then, this one, see helium. right? So if we were to put, so why don't we just decide, hey, all right, so there's helium, all right, and then extractors, helium extractor. It'd be nice if I could look around. See, and that's the other problem. I think I messed up. Because it might not have clearly shown me that there was. Oh, there it is. Thank goodness. All right. So we're gonna put one. Actually, requires power. Okay, I understand. How much? Oh, I don't have a whole lot. All right. Now I gotta figure out power. Power. All right. Solar array. Can I? I can't do any more than that. All right. And then also storage. Do I have? And then what we want is a gas storage. And I need tungsten and copper. Tungsten and copper. Okay, so we're not getting that anytime soon. Oh, well, hold on. What do I need for that? I need credits. Okay. That's all I need. All right. And then, okay, that's how I toggle the view. All right, there we go. All right, I don't want to do that. I want to get, all right, so let's get it over here. And then, this is it. Look at that. We already got 210 helium already. Take that. But I do want to output link right there. Yes. And then when we come back, we're gonna check to see how much more is left. All right. So now we're going over there. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so, hold on. All right, I think that should do it. Okay. So what I want to do is see resources. Do that. Look at that. All right. So what we want to do is we want to send that on over. Now our ship has plenty. What do we need? Copper and what was the other one? I don't think it was aluminum. Was it? All right, so this is gonna get painful. And what I mean by that is that anything can happen right here. All right. Wrong. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. All right. You see what I'm talking about? getting ourselves in some serious trouble. Where am I getting shot from? They're all over there. We gotta just take them out. Take them out. Take them out as they come our way. I think our girl is down. Keep shooting. Alright, heal. Alright, is that my blood? Get down. Smaller target. Smaller target. Can't see them. Oh. Smaller target. Healing is not necessary. See that? And what that tells me is it doesn't know what it's talking about. See that? I don't have any more heals. Are you kidding me? God dang it. Seriously? So, why was medical attention not needed before? I'm in pain. I know I'm in pain. I know I'm in pain. Alright. Let's see. 8. Because we don't have them all favorited. Alright, I can use that. We'll use that too. And that should cover pretty much most of our ails right now. At least keep us in the fight. Save like this. Come on. Stop jumping around. You see me, I'm still pulling the trigger while she's loading. It's taking an inordinate amount of time to reload in this case here, so I gotta really keep track. They're pushing me back. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm in pain because I'm bleeding again and I'm squatting. Oh gosh, too many. See, and then freaking reload. Just spamming the reload key at this point. Can't squat anymore. What is this? Somebody's got a what's in thing. Kill him. Come on, get over here. Get over here. All right. Over this way. All right. Eventually, they're gonna run out of guys, aren't they? Reload, stupid. Where is it coming from? I am freaking messing up a storm. I can't get the controller to stabilize. I think it just works around a lot. It could be just me. Is that just me? It sure is.
You're finished!
Now here's the funny thing. I don't know how much stuff I can actually take from them and get back on my ship. Oh, look at that. Holy cow, there's just bodies all over the place. All right, let's see. And we don't have any band-aids. Our vehicle should have been able. We should have been able to stow the vehicle. I don't know why it wouldn't let us. All right, guys. I'm sorry for the weird kind of break. Well, what happened was we were on Vega, one of the moons, and then a repair guy for the dryer repair guy showed up, and so I paused and went to answer the door. I had to show him to the dryer and everything, and of course, one of the things they wanted me to do was turn off the breakers to the dryer. And of course, what do? I turn off the breakers to my office. And of course, that shuts down the game. So yeah, not pleased with myself one bit. But at least we're not too far off from where we were. So I'm going to go with that. All right, let's see what we got. Man, I'm sure we've seen this part already. Me putting away the helmets and the suits. All right. So I'm looking at the suits right now. Anything over 9K in value. We're taking. And generally with Ecliptic, just basically their base suit price is about $9,800, and then any kind of modifications or you get a modified suit, then it's going to be 12, 14K. Holy cow. See, this one's 12K. See, at some point you'll be like, you have to say, okay, I got enough of those. This is 5,700. Question is, do we want to go in there? I think what we really want to do is just say, okay, it was fun while it lasted. Look at this one, with 12K. Now, the one thing that I do not care for, that we're probably going to face here real soon, is with some of the changes to the healing stuff and everything, one thing you cannot do is rest while taking damage. Me personally, I don't necessarily care for that because supposedly resting is supposed to heal you. So if you're telling me that I can't rest in order to heal because I'm taking damage, isn't that counter to the whole point of what resting is supposed to do for you? Only 14. Did you just... All right, let's hold on. Let's All right, so we just got 14 helium. Maybe that's what I was looking at in the wrong way. What I mean by that is I saw the 210, volume per mass or value per mass. And might have mistaken that as how much helium was actually coming from that one, whereas that was not really the case. So basically, we may have gotten ourselves dehydrated.
You're gonna break your back lugging all that around.
I know, right? I don't see you helping me though. Oh, that's because I haven't asked her. See, I can come right in here. Resources. Let's go ahead and send that on over. I don't even know what the AI control board is for. Mm-hmm. Okay, so mm-hmm. So what we gotta do now is let's go refuel, see what we got. All right, so we're at 24% fuel. Insufficient to pressurize refueling system. Okay. My problem is at the moment you can put no weapons away. Is hold on, let's put this stuff in here. That for sure. That for sure. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing in here. So let's test this theory out. I'm bleeding, right? Because I need a bandage. Oh, wait. Okay. I take back everything I just said. I feel rested, but guess what? I'm still bleeding. All right.
Suppose this is as good a place as any to learn how to mine.
Oh, look. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not bleeding.
Hazard
Nope, I
alert.
still am. But at least we got our vehicle. And it has 100% fuel remaining. So I'm not sure how I feel about the what's the name having fuel where is it? So I'm not sure how I feel about us having to maintain fuel levels for the vehicle. I feel exhausted. I just woke up feeling refreshed. How am I exhausted already? Oh, you see that? It says I'm still hungry. That didn't do much. That didn't do much. You see that? That didn't do much. So either I got the biggest appetite in the entire world, universe in this case. There we go. 371. And that's fine. That's more like it. lost. Oh, went the wrong way.
I'm betting at least one of us doesn't make it out of here.
Oh. Now, here's the question. Is there something, in particular that I'm supposed to do to ensure that I'm bringing along my the vehicle with me? Or am I since I'm forgetting to do that every time I take off to go someplace, I'm going to run into that little issue. 317. That should put us right at 100%. Well, didn't. Close. Okay, so we want to board the Tomahawk at Kumasi. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think part of me wants to do something real quick here. Now that we have plenty of fuel. My cuts and abrasions that become lacerations.
We're due for our next jump soon. I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking universals out in the stars. To get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty.
Well, nice to encounter someone peaceful. I just
Space
we already
travel
talked to
is
these people.
dangerous, but fortunately most ships don't engage us. Whether it's respect for our religious beliefs or the fact that we carry only passengers, I don't know. Have you ever felt something spiritual while traveling the stars? I've jumped dozens of times, and I still don't know I've had the revelation that Keeper Aquilus describes. But I'll keep jumping.
Well, it's hard not to feel something.
I completely agree. It was a pleasure talking with you. We have to be going. But I hope God watches over you out there in the stars.
Peace be unto you as well. All right. We have to remember that. Because whenever we need to stop somewhere and get some fuel, part of me wants to come all the way down here. Yeah, I don't know of any other. I mean, we can come over here to Cheyenne. Literally, it's almost like the same. I'm just trying to think, well, what are we going to do in Cheyenne? I think what we need to do is just go down to Wolf, get to the den. Maybe we might find what we're needing. Yeah, let's head back to Cheyenne. Where's Aquila? Look at all these places, man. All right, now that we're level 26, we should be expecting at any moment that, well, I don't know. I don't know exactly
Looking for a
where.
weapon shop. You can't
Whoa.
beat Roland Arms.
3,400 dues. We just got charged 3,400 for port dues.
Hey, thanks for interrupting. At least give me something interesting to carry.
I wonder what I interrupted. She says, we're gonna do something here. All right. I'm gonna put that on because I'm gonna give her this. Mm-hmm. And then she will wear that. And I'm gonna take this back and this. Oh, she has, and then this. All right, she's gonna be good. Okay.
See ya, Cap.
All right. Now, for me, we're gonna go that and gloves and that. There we go. Some sort of storm. You look pretty tough. What in the world? Do you see this? All right, first thing we could do is find somebody that can buy it off of us. That's all their money. Mm-hmm. You know what I gotta do is get one of those rich merchant mods that'll increase the amount of money.
What?
Okay. So. Hey, Rusty.
Generating suitable greeting. Hello, traveler.
I like to make a purchase, Rusty.
Affirmative.
Come on, Rusty. Come on. One bandage, man. You only got 5K? Rusty, you suck. What's the difference? Battery and fuel cell. Don't tell me you got a. You better. Nope. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm just thinking that you have to, basically have both for a vehicle. Let's hope that maybe different vehicles require different things. One requires a fuel cell, while the other one requires a battery. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you know what's gonna happen here, Broham. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Definitely want to check something out real quick. Mm-hmm. I don't have the required research yet. And then we're gonna come over here real quick. She's not gonna have anything for us, except she could probably buy some stuff. I don't know if there's another place. There is a place in here, medical.
You're probably looking for Mary.
Kind of and kind of not. See that? We can make 3 of them. Okay. You just sitting here watching me work? You know, it's quite alright, because I just sit and watch you work too.
Just waiting around.
If you're hurt, some days it feels like if I stopped stitching people back together, the whole city would be a ghost town in a week.
Probably.
Here's what I've got on hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling this ain't the last I'll see of you.
I got a feeling that you may be right. Nice. Finally, puncture wounds and lacerations cured.
If you're looking for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something. Or point you the right way.
I remember right here. Right down here. See, this place would be a whole lot different, or would be different for us if we had the junk recycler mod. Unfortunately, that is a what do you call it? I think it's only a creation now. I can't find it as a actual mod, which sucks. I wonder what they look like. Mm-hmm. Oh, we can make fuel. We need a bunch of canisters. We can actually make 2 of these. Takes a minute for this to. Here we go. I'm trying to get down to the Varun stuff. Because I would love to make one of these. Fiber. And I could get a ton of fiber just right here by taking these sealed containers and then breaking them down in a recycler. Are you in pajamas? Bro hands walking around just in his PJs, just chilling. All right. Well, that's us right now. Sitting back, just chilling, hanging out, trying to figure out the next stop on this adventure. And then I think, in truth, so you can see we got a ton of missions available to us. Regrets is available if we go. All we do is just go back into the marshal's office and we just there's going to be a pad on his desk, so we just need to go get it. But yeah, that's it. That's us.
Yes.
Everybody just wondering, hey, what are these guys standing here waiting
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough light traffic as it is.
for? What boost pack, man? You see a boost pack?
Excuse me.
Apparently, just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And then this lady up here mean mugging me. She all up in my business. My beeswax. Look at this guy.
Pardon.
Oh, does that say degenerate? It does. Degenerate.
Hello. Howdy.
You buying? Oh my God. Remember? She ain't got enough money. Uh-oh. Orbit Outlaw.
Pardon me.
You think trickle-down economics works? Freestar Collective sure to think so.
Definitely.
Know any good eats?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get to the hitching post?
Opaquila's been treating you well.
Visit the hitching post. Seriously? I need supplies. Know a place?
Mm-hmm. Make your way.
You notice that? We sell some drugs and then all of a sudden, night worker, all of a sudden all these outlaws show up. Oh, wait. That dude is a giant, man.
You heard of the Elios retreat? Supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever going up in Ixil too. I'm not holding my breath.
Uh-oh. What's your problem? What you looking at, scum? Oh my goodness, what is your problem? Well, besides being gosh darn ugly. Do I need to shoot up some folks?
Hey. Excuse me.
Oh my goodness. Should I feel bad about this? Can I change my evil ways? Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, I like to change my evil ways. Well, guys, I think we just head down kind of a path that we didn't see coming, and maybe we should rethink very quickly. But until next time, that's it. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button. The more people hit the like button, the more chances we can get out of this life of crime. All right. Peace.